Hello everyone. I think that everybody started getting hungry, so I will go very quickly on the subject I'm going to talk about today. So I'm really humbled to be here and be very honored to stay here as well. My name is Pleansuk, and today with a lot of policy makers today in the audience, so I would like to use my 15 minutes to reflect on what can be done to push handicraft into the art market and also art for the hotel business sectors. As actually myself, I think that many students and many people who working here and also presenting in the craft association, also working in the architect school and also have architectural study. I also myself have the architect educations from Thailand and also in France. And therefore, after that, I come to Thailand working as the product designers and of course become the designer and meet the craftsman in Thailand. And after that, turn to be artist and also working for the art consultant for the 5-star hotel chain in the world as well. So as a designer, I have learned the handicraft as not just only the mere craft works, but it's also about the heart and also about the soul. That this is why when you work with craft, you have to be able to distinguish between a product design and art. What is different? People always ask me what is different between product design, jewelry design, and art. Art is everything that concerns emotions. Other kind of objects cannot create the emotion. If your craft or if your product can create emotions, that considered as art. So my own story is actually began with like many of Thai people. We start on the rice field. My grandmother lived in the rice field. I living in the forest as well. So where I grew up and a journey led me to create the work that has been displayed globally and also collaborate with the leading brand like Jim Thompson before and also Dior Gold House, Oma Piquet, Cartier, and Aman Hotels, and recently, soon I'm gonna have another project as well for the worldwide exhibitions. So this is also the work that we have made. As today we mentioned about the lacquerware. This is the part of the lacquerware that actually we use for the art projects. So this is the work that apply between the lacquer and the gold gilding and working with the Thai mastercraft from Chang Sip Mu to elevate the work from the craft product into the luxury brand. And this is also when the people ask me like, how can I be selected to work with Dior? This is also the question that actually I asking myself as well. So I think that when you talk about the world of luxury, some people already mentioned about the luxury as well. So beginning with the luxuries, what is the luxury looking for? What is the luxury that make them different from another brand? The luxury actually looking for two things. First is the history, and the second of luxury. Right now, we're concerning about the natures. So, working on the history of craft and art in Thailand, and also I've been support 13 villages from all around country in Thailand. So I study a lot of history and then also working a lot with the natures. So I think this is also the reason that I've been choosing to work with the Dior Gold House. And why the Dior Gold House is also playing the crucial roles in Thailand. Imagine that all over the world, where is the two first new concept store of Dior? First is starting in Korean, South Korean, which is actually the pop-up store, but the pop-up store become very well known. People want them to stay, not torn out. So the second place they didn't choose Japan, but they choose Thailand because Thailand started to be a biggest global luxury market in the Southeast Asia. Thai people and culture and heritage actually promote the world of luxury start to settle in Thailand. And what are they looking for? They're looking for heritage. They're looking for storytelling. We're looking for the connection between the people and ethnic, and they're also looking for the work with the nature, which is a new trend that people in the world concern, the nature, sustainability, and also the craftsmanship. So Dior are not only looking for the art that represent the beautiful objects, but also the piece imbued with the story, meaning, and cultural significations. So this is my story begin from the artist, from the architect to the designer and to the art. It's actually starting here with Pipom and SACIT as well. So this is a pivotal moment in my career that I earned intricate detail and start to study about the lacquerware and engraved lacquerware in a high-level form that reflect the profound wisdom of Thailand and Thai artisan. I came to understand and actually asking myself about the crucial difference between three major things. First, you have heard the handmade. Secondly, you have heard craft. And third, you start to heard about matière d'art. If you are French, you probably understand my accent. What are different of those three? Actually, I'm gonna talk about that in the end of the slide, which is very important, how to distinguish these three things. In the world of luxury, what they are looking for, they are not looking for the objects that make the products, but they are also looking about the connection of the peoples and also the heritage. So, matière d'art is significant of the use of the ancient knowledge. For example, if you have the heritage in your countries, for example, in Thailand we have southern heritage with related to architectures, with related also the event and also cultural around the architectures and the cities. In the north, we also have this kind of heritage as well. And also, I think that in UNESCO, you learn a lot of this, that in the northeast, we also have this kind of the building, people, and the culture around the building, and also the city. And also, in the center of Thailand, we have Chang Sip Mu. But in the same time, this kind of Chang Sip Mu are the person that we call matière d'art. This is the person that actually keep the cultural, keep the architectural, keep the history of Thailand survive, and also keep the heritage of the people survive. However, if we're looking for the Chang Sip Mu or the royal craft in the north, we don't have them. In the northeast of Thailand, we don't have them, and also in the south. So this is something that matière d'art should actually not only concern about the craft and heritage in the center of Thailand, but also including another part of Thailand. This is another step that we can looking for the luxury market. So I start to do my art piece not only on the lacquerware, not only on the two-dimensional work, but I start working with the three-dimensional work. This is the body of the torso of a man that paint with lacquerware and also gold leaf with the Asian tattoo on the bodies. So it reflects the tattoo of the people in Asia, not only in Thailand. When we work in craft, sometimes it's very conservative and it's very difficult to communicate with the people around the world. So if we want to export our craft into the world, we should be able to easy to discuss and talk with the people from different religions and also different cultures. So this is another art piece that I start to develop after the sculpture. And then come to the progressions of my lacquerware. Before, the lacquerware was actually used black of the lacquer as the base of the painting, and then we apply the gold. So my lacquerware is actually reflecting the story that I feel long for, the journey of the lost happiness. When I grow up in the forest and the field with joys, but time passed, the urban development replaced my joyful, beautiful natures with the concrete and also the cement. So there was the memory that I longing for the past that become a driving force of my art piece. So I choose the technique of gold gilding and fig tree sap to working to represent the nature of the materials and also the nature of my feeling and my story. You can see that one thing that's very interesting between the substance that we call gold is that I use the gold because gold itself stay eternally, but in the same time, the gold leaf, once you touch it, it might be disappear instantly. So what the contradiction of the two things that stay eternally and disappear so quickly, which is actually the memory. Memory is a thing that is happen very quickly in certain moment in your life, but the good memory stay as long as the end of your life. So that's why I use the gold leaf represent of my art piece. So my work is not only about presenting the beauty, but it is also creating an artistic dialogue that invite people to traveling and to see the value of the nature in the world. And more recently, my work has been placed into a World Expo in the Osaka Art Expo recently, last month, presenting my story about the Thai handicraft in the international audience. For me, creating art from handicraft is not just about preserving the technique, but it's also about safeguarding our national heritage. Presenting material to the luxury market is essentially because it elevates the handicraft to the high art form, rich with historical and also rare with the knowledge. Precisely what art collector looking for in their business. So for everyone who want to do and who want to enter into the craft business, what I could suggest as the art consultant is that if you do the craft piece, first you should make a big masterpiece. Secondly, you should do the piece that can communicate with the people. And third, your craft should be able to live in the new era. So at the end, this one, I will probably speak in Thai ครับสวัสดีครับสำหรับการทำเรื่องของซอฟต์พาวเวอร์นะครับจริงๆแล้วตัวซอฟต์พาวเวอร์เองเนี่ยเวลาเราทำเรื่อง Product กับเรื่องของ Cultural มันจะแบ่งออกมาเป็น2พาร์ทก็คือเป็นเรื่องของพาร์ทของสินค้าที่เป็น High Culture แล้วก็เป็น Pop Culture ในส่วนที่เป็น Material เนี่ยก็คืองานศิลปะหรือว่างานหัตถกรรมหรือว่างาน Product ทุกอย่างนะครับที่ใช้ในการรักษามรดกของประเทศชาติอย่างเช่นถ้าเกิดเรามองฝรั่งเศสอะไรที่ใช้ในการรีโนเวทพระราชวังฝรั่งเศสหรือแม้กระทั่งหัตถกรรมของใช้ในฝรั่งเศสเราเรียกว่าแมทเทียดาร์ซึ่งของเราเองเนี่ยยังไม่ได้ถูกคลาสออกมาให้มันชัดเจนเราก็เลยมีการผสมระหว่างการทำงานอาร์ติซานกับแฮนด์เวิร์กเนี่ยไม่ว่าจะเป็นการทำก้อนอิฐการทำก่อสร้างก็ถือเป็นแฮนด์เวิร์กแต่ไม่ถือเป็นคราฟต์และคราฟต์เองก็ไม่ใช่แมทเทียดาร์ตัวคราฟต์จะพูดถึงการใช้ชีวิตของประชาชนทั่วไปการทำงานคราฟต์อาจจะพูดถึงเรื่องที่ทำงานประจำปัจจุบันแล้วก็สามารถใช้ได้ในบางส่วนในการใช้งานในชีวิตทั่วไปแต่มัธยดาร์กก็คืองานที่สามารถที่จะกลับไปบูรณะหัตถกรรมได้เพราะฉะนั้นตัวของงานมัธยดาร์กก็อยากจะสนับสนุนให้ทางหัตถกรรมเนี่ยไม่แค่ทำเฉพาะช่าง10หมู่แต่อยากให้มีช่าง10หมู่ต่อไปในอนาคตเนี่ยบรรจุอยู่ลงไปในทุกๆภาคเพื่อสามารถที่จะรักษามรดกของประเทศไทยไว้ด้วยขอบคุณมากครับ